Hi, everyone. This is Anna, one of your consumer technology specialists at Mid-Continent Public Library. Today, we are going to take a tour of the web version of Microsoft Outlook. Using Outlook in a web browser enables you to access your email on any internet-connected computer or mobile device. So after navigating to Outlook.com and entering your email address and password to log in, you'll be directed to your inbox, which looks like this. We do have multiple menus on this page. So we have this kind of left side menu with icons, and then next to that, a menu for our inbox folders. And then we also have a blue menu bar across the top, as well as another menu bar just below that. So the menu bar with the icons that's on the far left, that's where we can go to access other apps and services that may be connected to Outlook because they are all Microsoft products. So you may see an icon for Microsoft Word or one of their other many apps. The folders menu next to that allows us to organize our inbox. So we can make our own folders to kind of organize where our messages go. And we can also access any drafts, recently deleted messages, recently sent messages, and other things like that. The blue menu at the top of our page is where we can access our mail settings. We can also see tips for using our inbox, and we can even start a video call or a meeting right from our inbox. This is going to connect to Microsoft Teams to let you do a video call. Our last menu bar is where we can find our new mail button, which is how we start composing a message. And then there are other message-specific options that may or may not be active depending on what you have selected on the screen. So if you're just looking at the list of messages and haven't selected one, these may be grayed out and not active, but then when we open a message, they should become active for us. Looking at my messages list, I can tell which messages are unopened as opposed to previously read messages because the new mail has the from and subject fields bolded, so they stand out a little bit more, and then any previously opened messages are not bolded. So we can see these two next to each other, the difference. To open a message, I can click anywhere along the message line in my inbox. So once I do that, I can find reply and forward options in the upper right corner of the message window. And this is directly across from the to from field. I can actually find these options 3 different places on my screen. And my menu bar options for the messages are also now available. To close my message, I can click close in the message window, or I can click the inbox from the folders menu, and that would return me to the inbox page. So now I'm going to open a message with an attachment so we can view and download the attachment. I know that this email has an attachment because I can see a little preview of it. So once I have my message open, I can click the drop down next to the file name to get options to preview, save to OneDrive, or download the file. And this is right underneath my subject and to from fields. So I'm going to choose download, and I can see it's working down in the lower part of my screen. And once it's finished, I can click the file name right there to view it, or I can locate it later in my downloads folder. One thing about downloading attachments, you want to make sure that they are coming from trusted sources. So if it's something you're expecting from someone you know, or coming from a source that you're sure you know is legitimate. And that's just good email safety. So now if I want to send a message, I'm going to click the blue New Mail button in the upper left area of my inbox. And I'll want to make sure that I fill in the to field with the email address of the person I want to receive the message. You may be able to just type their name in if they're already in your contact list, but typing in the entire email address lets you know for sure where that message is going to go. You also want to make sure you add a subject so that the recipient will know what the message contains or what it's about. You can then type whatever your message is in the main workspace. And if you want to add an attachment to your email, what you'll want to do is choose Insert from the menu bar and then Attach File. I have a few options of where to find my file, but I'm going to choose to browse from my computer. So I will locate the file wherever I have it saved and then select it. And then I'm going to click Open, and I should see the file listed just below my subject field. And if it's a big file, you may even notice a progress bar kind of going along it until it's fully saved to the message. Once I'm ready to send my message, I'll click the Send button just above the To field in my message window. After the message sends, I will be back at wherever I was originally when I clicked that New Mail button. So I may be back in my inbox. If I had another message open, I may be looking at that message again. If I want to double check that my message was sent, I can choose Sent Items from my Folders menu. And my message should be at the top of the Sent Items list. So lastly, if I'm on a shared device, I'm going to want to make sure to log out of my email when I'm done. So I can do this by clicking my profile icon, which is in the top right corner of the web page, and then I'm going to choose Sign Out. That's it for today's video. If you liked it, make sure you let us know by following our MCPL 360 page on Facebook and our MCPL MO channel on YouTube. We premiere new videos every Wednesday and Friday at 1 p.m. And if you missed the live event, you can always find all of our videos on YouTube on one of our many technology-related playlists on our YouTube channel. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you again next time.